Welcome to Denver, Colorado, also known as the Mile High City. Denver is a place where you'll never run out of things to do. Here, we're home to the Denver Broncos and 4 other professional sports teams, the National Stock Show, the Great American Beer Festival, and a wide variety of other things. Something that captures natives and visitors from all over is Denver's rich history and how this city was founded. Located on the banks of the South Platte River, close to the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, Denver was founded in November of 1858 as a gold mining town. Once that gold quickly dried up, the city then became a supply hub for new mines in the mountains. Denver began to grow rapidly with the improvement of the transportation system and its usage as a supply hub, eventually leading to the city becoming the state capital. Though the history can be told through videos and photos, a few people actually lived through it. As a 7th-generation native to Denver, Colorado, Robert McRae has seen both the population boom and Denver as a whole transform firsthand.
We had the men come out to scout out the territory, probably in the 1870s. And they came back to New York, gathered the family, and brought them out here in 1880s. But the men were here first, living and scouting for gold and doing all kinds of stuff, hunting. They were hunters. They just loved the life of the coming to such a place, a wilderness, in those days.
In the early 1800s, settlers began making the trek to Colorado, with many of them being fur traders and trappers. During the gold rushes of the late 1850s and the early 1860s, things began to change though. At the time, Colorado had a population of only 40,000, but with the coming of railroads, there would be a population boom in the 19th century. By 1900, the state grew to well over 500,000, with Denver gaining to around 133,000, as well as an industrial boom to the state as a whole. After World War II, Denver had a rapid growth in its downtown and suburban areas, which was highly influenced by oil and gas companies opening offices here. During the 1970s energy crisis, these companies fueled a skyscraper boom downtown, leading to the skyline we all know today. During the 80s, the economy began to increase, as did the population. The overall growth became the state's #1 issue to deal with, ranking Denver among one of the worst offenders in dealing with urban sprawl. By the end of the 20th century, Denver closed out with over 550,000 in population, and it still continues to grow to this day.
Well, I'd have to say that we've been discovered by everybody in the whole world. And the fact that it used to be so easy to get around, it was a beautiful place to be, and you could drive from here to there in minutes. Now it's an hour.
As the population in the city of Denver continues to grow, its rich history will always remain to remind us just how the city came to be. For more than a century, people from around the world still flock to the Mile High City to seek adventure and to see what this place is really about.
I feel alive here, and again, the people are awesome, and we're all on a kind of an adventure together. A lot of us are just discovering the place. Colorado is not just a place, it's a state of being in the heart and mind.